Hello everybody and welcome to another puzzle challenge video with chessuniversity.com. This is Ryan Murphy and it's the start of a new week, so we're back to our puzzles for players under 1,000. In the puzzle before you, it's black to play and win material. There's one move that's clearly better than others, though black's doing pretty well with most moves. So we're going to see, as we usually do, how we got here and take a look at the rest of the game. And this was a game played on chess.com between the players Gauche and Guan. It's played a couple months ago. The game began d4, e6, c4, d5, transposing into some kind of QGD. And these moves are all very common. White's trying to put pressure against the d5 square, and black's just trying to defend the center and get their pieces to nicely develop squares. So bishop e7, e3, h6, trying to release the pressure against this diagonal by the bishop. White maintains the pin. b6. This is a pretty common idea to fianchetto the bishop. Also, it enables black to fight for the center later with c5. C takes d, knight takes d, leading to some simplifications. Now there's a bishop trade on offer, which is taken. Bishop takes e7, knight takes e7. I think even queen takes e7 is possible, but this one's very solid. This way you make sure that the diagonal, the long diagonal, stays open for the bishop. Bishop d3, bishop to b7, knight to f3, protecting the g2 pawn and also getting ready to castle. Knight d7, and both sides castle. And I would say black's already done a really good job in the opening, because all their pieces are about to have very good squares. White does have two center pawns, but the bishop on b7 is excellent. There's a c5 break. The pieces all kind of know where they want to go. So this is already a nice thing to get when you're playing the black pieces. So knight e1 played. Not too sure about this move on developing a piece. I'm not really sure either where it's going. Maybe the concept was to play f3 and e4, but that never materialized, so not too sure about it. c5 is a nice way to counter-strike the center. Bishop to b1. Most probably white's intending to go for some kind of a battery. That's usually what this move indicates. But you can also tell that black's pieces are about to be going forwards and white's pieces are going backwards, and usually this is a sign that black's going to be doing fairly well. So pawn takes leaves white with an isolated queen's pawn, which can be weak. It's hard to protect because there are no pawns that can support it from c3 or e3. And so that means the pieces are going to have to protect it for the rest of the game, which is a liability. Black goes knight f6. This preempts any sort of attack on the h7 square by the queen-bishop battery, because now the knight will be protecting that square. Queen d3 anyway. Knight e to d5. It's a good idea, generally speaking, when you're playing against an isolated queen's pawn, to exchange some minor pieces. Also, it's a good idea to blockade this square. The reason for that is you make sure that white cannot push this pawn in order to get rid of their weakness and activate their pieces further. So knight d5 is a very standard move, and it's a good one. Knight takes, queen takes, also a strong move. Now this knight is at least momentarily tethered to the threat of queen takes g2 mate, so the knight can't move. White goes king h1, which I don't fully understand why this one was played, but okay. a5, very sneaky move, setting up a trick, which white doesn't actually prevent. And now after bishop c2, it's our critical position, black to play and win. So if you guys see the solution, head on over to the official post on chessuniversity.com, and you can post your solution there. If you post before we put up our solution post tomorrow, you can get a reward point onto your account, and that's pretty cool. So check the link in the description for that, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.